Hello, my name is Conor McCarthy. I'm a senior here at the School of Industrial Engineering. I'm from Irvine, California, so in the SoCal kind of area. Originally, I wanted to get more experience in like the electronics and nano manufacturing side of things, as kind of my interests have developed. And I took IE 370, and I understood that Professor Wu was very knowledgeable in this area, so I contacted him asking if he had any undergraduate research positions open. He said yes. Followed up with a tour of the lab. I interviewed with him. He kind of asked me what I wanted, and I kind of told him that I want to gain more knowledge because I'm not the most knowledgeable in nano manufacturing and the electronics area and how the material side goes into all of it. And he gave me the opportunity to work under his lab, and I've kind of taken it from there and ran with it. I wanted to work in Professor Wu's lab working on triboelectric nanogenerators because I wanted to not only work on a project that I thought was good for society, but also a project that would give me the skills for later in life that I would need for future internships and future jobs. In this lab, I've learned a lot about materials and material manufacturing on a micro and nano scale. Alongside with, I have contributed to a group and a project that wants to make non-invasive health monitoring using eco-friendly biomaterials with sustainable technologies that don't require the lithium that you see currently in today's technologies. So with that in mind, kind of pairing the passion of wanting to better society and with the understanding knowledge that would better help me for later internships and later jobs, it kind of became a perfect fit. I think this research experience has done a lot for me as a student because even though the classes are really great at teaching you the fundamentals and the theory behind it, actually going in and practicing what you've learned, learning more on the technical skill sides is something I believe companies see great value in. As everyone kind of knows, the first internship is the hardest to get because you're an unproven talent. When you have research experience, you have some now technical skills, some actual work behind what you've done to go along with that theory. So as you can kind of see with you can almost treat it as oh, it's an internship, give me real world experience. Research is the exact same thing, where research gets you real world experience on the leading edge of something. I would say try it. There's no downsides to trying out something new, especially in this area, because when I first came in, I kind of had the same doubts. I was like, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to add this onto my schedule? I'm already busy as I am. I ended up loving it, and Professor Wu is very engaging and very helpful, and he's let me kind of find the avenues I want, pursue the research I wanted to do, and build upon it. And so I've enjoyed it, taking the ball and run with it. This summer, I'm going to be working for Boeing as a contractor for NASA on the Artemis program. Boeing is the current company that designs the SLS system for Artemis, and it's going to be really exciting. I'm going to head down to NASA's Michoud Assembly Facility in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I'm going to be working as an operations engineer. I'm really excited to take on the opportunity and represent Purdue well, and I think it's a great opportunity to learn more about the aerospace industry, especially on a principal project like Artemis, where we kind of see in the news and you can start to feel the passion for it as well. One of the things that I talked about in the series of interviews I had with Boeing was my research under Professor Wu, and talking about the different aspects of learning and growth moments of that led me to the engineer I am currently. I talked a lot about the automation and digital twinning of our current manufacturing process and how we use that to optimize our manufacturing layouts. And I said that that is a huge aspect of what's going to be the next generation of manufacturing engineering. And they really seem to be interested in that aspect of my resume, and that's something I wouldn't have if I didn't have research under Professor Wu, where he allowed me to develop my own digital twin of the manufacturing process. So yeah, most definitely research experience is something that's very helpful in getting a job, because there's a lot of different aspects you can lean on in an interview talking about real world experience.